Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-October 2024 love reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, source will be in front of us. It's what I call the bridging the gap spread. And the way it works is a look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight. And that's when the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks be used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot. On the right side, we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's a way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the King of Staves. So this is actually a Leo energy here, which usually is an energy of confidence, right? But here, it always stands out to me how I mentioned before how in the northern hemisphere we tend to think of Leo season as the peak of summer, right? And this is a Leo card, and then here we see those trees in the background look more like wintry type of environment, right? So of course in the southern hemisphere that sounds normal for Leo season, but this makes me think of potentially you haven't feelings for this person for a long time, but for whatever reason maybe you haven't necessarily expressed those feelings. Right, past energy on their side, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So at the very least, this looks like they have some interest in growing the connection with you as well. And with an Ace energy, there's no guarantee that they've communicated it directly, but at the very least, it looks like it's on their mind. Right, in the present position on your side, we have Tradition. So this is actually the equivalent of the Hierophant in traditional tarot, which is a Taurus energy. And yeah, looks like this could just be saying that now you're really seeing the potential for the connection to grow and to turn into something long term. Always stands out to me with this deck that we do see the names Romeo and Juliet on the card, though, so maybe there's something about it that might just still be there's some hurdles that need to be overcome for the connection to really get off the ground, but ultimately it looks like there is that desire to do so. Right, present energy on their side, we have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, so this to me says that okay, now they initially was exploring the practicality of this connection growing, and now it looks like they're also opening more on an emotional level toward the connection. But again, like we said, given that these are both aces now, have they outwardly expressed these things to you? It's possible that they haven't, but at the very least, it looks like they're thinking these through. All right, and future energy on your side, we have the Eight of Arrows. So this is the equivalent to the Eight of Swords, a Gemini energy. So yeah, I feel like this is saying that you could just be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, right? Like maybe you feel you could be second guessing how you're feeling, right? Because again, looks like your feelings have been growing up to this point. But now, while I see it looks like their feelings are growing as well, like I said, it doesn't necessarily come out clearly that they've communicated that. So I feel like that now you could just be overwhelming yourself with maybe assuming the worst, like, okay, do they really feel the same way I'm feeling? Am I the only one who feels this way, right? But from what I'm seeing, it looks like that shouldn't be a worry. All right, future energy on their side, we have Fortune. So this is the equivalent to the Wheel of Fortune, which is a Jupiter energy. So yeah, to me this is ultimately saying that they really do see the connection growing between the two of you. They really do feel like there's a lot of luck around it, and maybe that's faded in some ways as well. But again, like I said, it looks like more of just a timing thing where you seem to be a lot more sure of yourself, and then this person just seemed to be moving more slowly. But it looks like they are ultimately getting where you had been for a while. Right, and bottom of the deck on your side, we have Wisdom. So this is the equivalent of the High Priestess in traditional tarot. So yeah, I could just be saying that part of it too is that maybe you've been trying to rely more on intuitively picking up on what this person's feeling rather than having a direct communication with them. So looks like on both sides there's been a bit of a lack of communication, and that seems to be what the primary problem has been, because it looks like the feelings are genuine. Right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Hierophant. So again, like I said, even though it's called a different thing in this deck, you had that same energy in the present on your side. So yeah, like I said, it looks like they're ultimately getting there too, but it just seems like they just moved more slowly through those feelings compared to your energy. But we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. So first we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle card deck. And I'm going to shuffle this a bit, and if I get a jumper, I'll take it. But if not, we'll cut the deck and pull a card that way. Alright, and just give me a couple seconds. We'll just cut the deck and pull a card. Alright, I'll take this one, and we'll get this out of the way. And next, what we'll do is we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Like I said, if I get a jumper, I'll take it. If not, I'll just cut the deck that same way and pull a card from this deck like that. Okay, so I'll put this deck down now, and we'll do the same thing here. So I'll take this card, we'll get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at the Messages of Love card first. Okay, we have go slow, take time to get to know each other. So yeah, I mean, at the very least, I think this person is just naturally moving through this connection slowly, right? But hopefully what you could take from that, as far as this goes, compared to the energy on your side, is to say that, okay, yeah, you know, if it seems like this person is moving slowly, it's for the best at this time, and to try to pace yourself in that same way. All right, and from the Wisdom of the Oracle, we have a leg up. There's the artwork, and 34 is the number. We'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust you'll be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given. So yeah, interesting message there, right? Because like I said, it seems like in the past, it looks like you had those feelings, but you weren't necessarily expressing them. Like we said, to be fair, given that they have two aces, it seems like they're kind of in that same energy, but the only difference is it seems like the lack of communication is freaking you out. So reading that message there, you'll just be saying that if nothing else, right? Maybe just try to communicate what you're feeling, and then you might be surprised to see that this person is ultimately on the same page as you. They've just been moving through those energies a little bit slower. So hopefully that resonated for you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.